What's good? It's your boy Q the Guy. I'm fucking back with another video. Yes, I'm in the same outfit. I'm not changing. I recorded a couple in the same day. That's what we're gonna get from now on. Sometimes you're gonna see me in the same fit. You might see me in a little different fit. You might see me and I don't know what. But I recorded these in the same day, so understand that's how it be working over here. But I am Q to the motherfucking GOD. Please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. You don't even have to do me a favor. Do yourself a favor if you like this video. Do yourself an actual favor if you came over here expecting to even like this video. Because at the end of the day, you and me found each other some way, somehow. So we should just like it for that simple fact. I even like my videos, so that means you should too. Right? Anyway, let's get to the video. Also subscribe. That also helps.
Placed at 2:10 a.m. The call appears to be on speakerphone, and two male.
So this is my reaction to this video. I seen no. I thought I didn't see it. Like I just seen like the what's it called? I saw the trailer. Not even like a trailer, but I saw the title.
Voices can be heard. One is Jones, and one is victim Lobley's adult brother.
Phoenix 911, where is your emergency?
Gunshot wound. It's a gunshot wound.
Where?
We got an intruder. We got an intruder.
1 second. I want to see this shit.
Is that a house?
Yes.
So you shot an intruder?
Baby, wake up. Wake up, baby.
Hello, is somebody there to talk to me?
Huh?
Who got
Wake
shot?
up. It's a gunshot wound. We had an intruder.
I got that. Can I talk to one person? Who got shot?
My wife.
Who?
They came in here trying to rob us. They came in here and robbed us.
Okay, how many were there?
It was 3 of them.
Did you
They
see
keep
the
it
race,
going.
white, black, Hispanic?
They had masks on. I can't say.
Okay, what kind of, did they all have weapons?
Yes, they are. Baby!
When did they leave?
Oh, wake up! Wake up, baby! Wake up! Wake up!
Why is it not an ambulance?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Who's all in the house?
Huh?
Who's all in the house?
Me.
Who you... I've been shot.
At about 2:15 a.m., the first officer arrived at the house and approached Jones, who was standing in the threshold of the front doorway. Jones waved his arm repeatedly, motioning the officer to come inside while saying, "Come on, come on." When the officer neared the front door, Jones raised a handgun that he had concealed by his side and shot the officer multiple times. The officer turned and ran down the street while notifying other officers he had been shot and needed help. The next officer on scene arrived just as Jones shot the first officer. The second officer fired his duty weapon at Jones, striking him once as Jones went back into the house and closed the door. The officer activated his body-worn camera after the shooting. The video captured has no audio because it is part of the 30-second buffer. Over the next few minutes, multiple officers arrived on scene and set up a perimeter around the house. At about 2:28 a.m., Jones went outside to a small fenced-in side yard area and shot in.
That's not what I was expecting at all to happen. I thought they was gonna do some shit where they ran down on him and thought he was the intruder, but he was just the person who was protecting his wife.
Into the air in the direction of the police helicopter overhead.
I got you. West side.
At about 2:32 a.m., Jones got into a vehicle in the garage on the backside of the house.
Garage door is opening, guys.
The garage door opened, and Jones tried to drive away. A police vehicle parked at the back of the house prevented Jones from leaving.
Wait, where do you think?
Here comes a car.
Squealing can be heard from Jones's vehicle as he drove into the police vehicle.
Jones, you gotta get distracted. You gotta back up.
After the unsuccessful attempt to leave, Jones closed the garage door and went back inside the house. At about 2:36 a.m., Lobley's brother came out of the front door holding a baby. Officers did not know this man's involvement in the incident, so they instructed him to put the baby down and walk backwards toward the officers. He followed their directions and was detained. Here's video that was captured by a photographer and later obtained by the Phoenix Police Department. This video provides a much better perspective on this portion of the incident because the related body-worn camera video is obscured or does not clearly depict the incident. As two officers place handcuffs on Lobley's brother, another group of officers move toward the front door of the house to rescue the baby. As the officers reach the front door, Jones shot multiple times, striking several officers. Lobley's brother and several other officers nearby were struck by bullet fragments that ricocheted off the ground. Here's the same event captured on a different officer's body-worn camera.
Hey, come with me. Baby, door. I got the baby.
During this round of shots, Jones was inside the house at the top of the stairs, which are directly inside the open front door.
I'm shot. Yes.
All right, move. Go now. Go.
Here's yet another view of the event from the third-party photographer. At about 2:49 a.m., Morris again fired from inside the house. Photographer.
Time out. Look where she at. Why are y'all in the door? Why is everybody in a stand-up position right now? Somebody tell me that. Why is nobody covering somebody? I don't know what y'all thought this was. I thought y'all thought this was just like a night where, you know, maybe the dude just, you know, firing around in his house. Or maybe, you know, I don't know what kind of night y'all thought this was, but this nigga had a shot on a police officer. All right, let's just continue watching. Y'all niggas dispersed like he had a machine gun. Why? Because y'all didn't take any cover. This other cop just got shot walking up to the door. Y'all came here on that call alone. The helicopter is up in the sky. Y'all walking like, go get the baby. All 5 of us need to go get one baby. Y'all dumb. That nigga throw a bomb out the door. Y'all all dead.
At about 2:49 a.m., Morris again fired from inside the house. One officer returned fire. That officer's body-worn camera was not activated at that time. Here's the body-worn camera video of an officer who was nearby.
Good?
Yeah.
That our car?
No, they're at the other front door right now.
Officers from the Special Assignments Unit, or SAU, arrived on scene and developed a plan using armored vehicles and shields to rescue the baby.
Oh my god. Y'all niggas stink. What are police for? What are police for? What are police for? What are police for? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what are police for. They had to call a special unit of policemen / army men to grab a baby from a front door so he wouldn't shoot them. There's 10 cops on the lawn. Nobody has a diversion. Nobody has a smoke grenade. Nobody has eyes on the visual. Everybody is lost. Why do we have police officers?
This occurred at about 3:30 a.m.
I need it. Here, baby. Here, baby. Go. Okay.
How easy.
At about 3:39 a.m., Jones shot at and struck an armored vehicle while SAU officers were inside it, causing damage to one of the tires.
Behind us.
That's nonsense, bro. That's
Cough, what do you got?
I got nothing. Just through the door.
vehicle.
SAU negotiators had been talking with Jones over the phone in an attempt to get him to come out of the house and surrender. Jones did not stay on the phone. The negotiators sent text messages and left voicemails as well.
Morris, this is the Phoenix Police SWAT team. We are out here. We are trying to save your life. It is very important that I talk to you right now. This is the number you need to call, the number you need to answer.
SAU officers launched gas rounds into the house to encourage Jones to come out. When there was no response, the officers eventually entered the residence and located Jones inside, dead, from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. They also located the adult female victim, Shatifa Lobley, dead from a gunshot wound. Detectives later determined Jones used a handgun when he shot the officer who initially approached the front door. Each subsequent volley of gunfire from Jones was with a rifle. Both weapons were located inside the home next to Jones' body. The first officer involved in this shooting has been with the department for 15 years and is assigned to the Maryvale Estrella Mountain Precinct. The second officer involved in this shooting has been with the department for 18 years and is assigned to the Central City Precinct. 9 officers were injured by gunfire during this incident. 4 officers received significant injuries. 5
Okay, I didn't know he had a machine gun. But still, one man, 9 officers, one man, a baby, some guy, and another guy. It wasn't even, the other dude wasn't even involved. They didn't even know there was 2 people in the crib. They just knew there was somebody dead in the house. And at the end of the day, there's 9 of the officers injured. Why do we have police officers? I knew that nigga had a gun on him when he first got out of the car. He was standing like this, like he was standing like to the side. He had a gun on him from the beginning. Like, anyways. 9 officers injured. No, I feel bad for the officers that are injured, but I feel bad because they ran up to a door that was being, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's somebody shooting. They let the nigga drop the baby off right there in front of the door. Y'all told him to drop the baby off right there in front of the door. And then, y'all don't even, like, do an extraction to, like, sneak around. Y'all just walk to the front door like this nigga can't see y'all outside.
officers received minor injuries.
Thank you to the mayor and to members of the media and for those folks and individuals standing behind us today. So once again, our community was devastated by acts of violence that not only injured 9 officers, but also resulted in the loss of the lives of 2 community members. 4 of those officers today are being treated for gunshot wounds. This is yet another example of the dangers our officers face day in and day out, keeping our community safe. I said it this morning and I'll say it again. If I seem upset, I am. This is senseless. It makes no sense. I'm trying to make rhyme and reason to this, but this kind of violence has no place in our city, and it continues to happen over and over again in this community and in our country. As we speak, investigators are working to uncover what led to this terrifying act, some of which was caught on tape and on camera by the media. I saw that video and it still gives me chills. And here, we're horrifying, as the mayor mentioned, a baby innocently in the middle of a barrage of gunfire. This has to stop. The amount of violence directed at law enforcement has increased significantly. Many of these attacks are brazen and represent a complete disregard for human life, not just here, but across our country. Dealing with violence is a community effort. It's not just the police. It's the police and the community work together. However, our justice system has to hold repeat offenders and violent offenders accountable, period. The tremendous acts of bravery that our officers showed this morning just warms my heart. When you see, you hear, you listen.
Don't even, yo. I'm about to get off this shit because this shit pissed me off. Look, she just said the bravery they've shown nothing but idiocracy. I think that's the word, and if it's not the word, just correct me. Idiocity? Whatever. Like, if you rewatch the video, none of your officers performed any type of officer, like, strategy. No fucking, like, if they had to cast a role for the best fucking cop or the best police officer in that film right there, everybody's getting rebooked. Everybody's getting booked. Recasted. Everybody's getting recasted. There's a whole nother recast of those fucking officers because y'all, they didn't trash. The baby could have died because y'all was scared about some bullets. Everybody dispersed. Nobody saved the baby. Y'all said, let's go save the baby. 9 of y'all motherfuckers to 10 of y'all motherfuckers walk over there and none of y'all saved them. End of the story. What do we need actual police officers for? I have been queued to the motherfucking GOD, and fuck the pigs for not saving the baby the first time around. Sickening.